Housing costs have put a significant dent into people's budgets, but wages aren't keeping up. That's a big talking point in today's Newsmakers as Shannon Slatton sits down with one of the leaders of the Plymouth nonprofit IOCP.
IOCP is a community-based nonprofit that's been serving 8 cities in West Suburban Hennepin County for 45 years. Our mission is to strengthen the community by meeting basic needs and equipping individuals and families for ongoing stability.
All right, and one of your largest fundraising and awareness pushes of the year is right now. Tell us about that.
Yes, the Sleep Out. The Sleep Out is a really important season for our agency and really for the whole community that we serve. It's a time when people get intentional about seeing the needs in the community related to poverty, needs that are easy to not see in a suburban setting, and particularly the role of housing in that. And through the years, people have slept out in the cold to raise awareness and raise money, so hence the name, the Sleep Out.
All right, it's got a lot of history in this area.
It's got a lot of history,
for sure.
Yep.
Now, when we talk about the need, can you shed some light on exactly what is the need in this area?
Yeah, it starts with income. So in our area that we serve, 9% of the households have incomes that put them below poverty. And to give you just a feel of what that means, at the very highest end of that scale, it's a family of 4 at $62,000 a year or less. A living wage in Hennepin County for a family of 4 is $130. And folks who come and use our services, their incomes average $28,000 a year.
Wow.
So incomes are just not keeping up with life, and it leaves families in a really financially vulnerable place.
Big discrepancy there.
Big discrepancy, yep.
All right, how does the housing market figure into all of this?
Yeah. The housing market is the most destabilizing factor for families. So if we just look at the numbers and think about our area, in our area, a 2-bedroom apartment is $1,800 a month, nearly $1,800. And housing is affordable if it's 30% of your income or less. And so to make that work, a family is going to have to make over $70,000. And we just talked about how incomes are short of that. So this is what I mean by destabilizing. So for our clients, they're paying over 60% of their income for housing. Imagine that. If you're paying over 60%,
sure,
what has to happen to make that work every
month? There's not a lot left for anything else.
There's not a lot left. And so the impact is they show up in, 645 times last year showed up with a financial emergency that threatened their housing. So this is what that crisis really looks like.
I know Interfaith Outreach does a lot.
Yeah.
How do you guys help in the realm of housing?
Yeah. So there's 2 main areas that we were focused on. One is direct services to families. So starting with crisis services, our emergency rent assistance, we prevented homelessness 511 times last year. But, a whole continuum of services, including short-term, keeping housing in place while folks kind of reestablish their housing stability, and then long-term, which looks like our staff embedded within affordable housing communities in the area, and then particularly intense services for families in those communities who are coming directly from homelessness to help them be stable. So direct service is a big part of what we do. Another big part of what we do is a partnership with an organization that started within Interfaith and is now its own nonprofit. It's called Outreach Development Corporation.
That's great.
They're doing awareness and public policy and really creating opportunities for developers to create housing in our community, which is, in the end, the real answer.
All right. There's so much here. Very quickly, where can folks go for more information?
Well, go to our website, iocp.org/thesleepout.
All right. Very good. Wendy Geving with Interfaith Outreach and Community Partners. Thank you for being here today.
Thanks so much for having me.
Find more local news stories at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.